earn twice as much as my boyfriend. I also have 3 apartments. Because of this, he is angry with me and feels humiliated. I tried to explain to him that this is a stereotype, and a guy in 2025 can earn less than a girl. I come from a messed up family. Not going into details, but know that heavy alcoholism and hard drug use were prominent. I saw a lot of violence too. I hated how I grew up. By the time I was 13, I knew college was my only way out. By the time I was in high school, I kept my grades up. I got a scholarship and went to college. Fast forward 2 decades and I now have 3 houses, retirement accounts, a great job, and really have worked my ass off to come from nothing. For all this, I am also divorced but wasn't married long. He was emotionally abusive and it did get physical a few times. He even threw a shovel at me once it missed. He took advantage of my financial situation too, so I divorced him. We were both military at the time, and there's reasons why we got married. We do have a child together. My boyfriend now had a vastly different life. He grew up in a house full of love. He wanted to emulate what his parents had. He was married 15 years and the first 10 were great. His marriage fell apart after they had their second kid, so they got divorced, not going into detail why. Not relevant, and he had his reasons for wanting the divorce. His dad left him a property, but his ex-wife wound up getting it. He harbors a lot of resentment towards her for that because now he can only afford to rent a duplex, and it's a constant struggle. He went through a slew of shitty women, some worse than others, and then met me. I'm the first he ever met who had my shit together, according to him. He was the breadwinner in all of his relationships and marriage. I make nearly twice what he makes in salary alone, and it'll be more than that once I start receiving VA disability pay. He clearly has issues with this. He says he doesn't, but he does. According to him, since he's the man, he's supposed to be the provider. I said it's 2025. Those are outdated gender roles. We both agree we're a team, but he feels emasculated because I make more. And when we first met, he didn't know my finances. We were still getting to know each other, and he told me how one particular ex used him for rent money. He also said, I'm the man, so I'll be in charge of the finances. I didn't say anything about it and knew as we progressed, my situation would be revealed in due time. However, it was because of that statement I intentionally waited a few months before I told him what my salary was. And ever since, it's just been a problem. It sucks though. I love him for him. It doesn't bother me that I make more. We have talked about moving in together. I told him that since the other 2 bedrooms in my house are white, and we can paint them whatever color his kids want. He has worked hard. His life was just different than mine. He didn't go to college, and instead he worked and helped his ex-wife when they were married, and I think that's noble. It shows selflessness, which not many people have anymore. More and more, he makes backhanded comments to me about finances. Your friends must think I'm a loser, since you guys have nice houses. $20 is like $1 to you and things like that. It is getting tiring. I understand his frustrations with his own situation, but there's no reason to put me down for mine. I feel like he resents me because I invested in myself early on in life, and now I have assets and he doesn't. I have told him, what's the point of having all this if I have nobody to share it with?